I don't regard myself as a politician. I still regard myself much more as a businessman who's in politics because things need fixing. So, are you talking to the next Prime Minister? I think so, yes. In this area. So I've combined my trading background with my political background, and we have, if you look at the Reform UK website, we've actually published a digital assets and crypto bill, which if we win the next general election, will get put into law very, very quickly, and we will have a sensible, we will effectively bring crypto in from the cold. So my life is a combination of politics, of business, and actually, I think they work pretty well hand in glove. Well, like so many things, the gap between those in charge and the real country, you know, I mean, I remember when I came out publicly saying that actually people should hold crypto as part of their portfolio, and that was in 2020. When I said, look, this is here to stay, it's a fascinating space, and I liked it because whilst I'd campaigned for national sovereignty for all those years, here is personal sovereignty. You know, you've got your own money, you're in charge. And by the way, and we'll come to this in a minute, there's a big difference between digital assets and digital ID that Keir Starmer wants for us.
Can we just talk about that now, actually? Can you make that distinction between digital assets and digital identification?
Well, digital ID that the Prime Minister, our authoritarian Prime Minister, wants to bring in would basically mean that the state would be in control of everything. It would be in control of your vaccine status and decide whether you were free to leave your front door or not. You think I'm joking? We had this during the lockdowns. It would be in control of your money, and I would see it. And by the way, I did ask the Governor of the Bank of England 3 weeks ago, where are you with central bank digital currencies? And it's still a work in progress. All right? I don't want digital ID to control every piece of income and expenditure. Don't forget, I am the most famous case of being debanked in this country. They closed me down in 2023. By the way, talking of the gold that Brown sold, we've currently got about £5 billion worth of seized Bitcoin, and she's planning to sell all of that. And what I'm urging is, no, let's keep it, let's have the Bank of England, and let's start to build up and make Bitcoin a reserve category as well. Yeah, I mean, we've had the Online Safety Act, which I mentioned not so long ago. So you have to be 18 or over to access a lot of content. No, not that sort of content. What an audience. But even news content. Some of it you have to be aged over 18 to access. And of course, the first hack has happened already, as it was bound to do. We have two-tier justice, where certain sections of the country, because of their religion, are given more space and more freedom than the rest of it. Two-tier justice, two-tier policing, two-tier care has made a lot of people in Britain very, very angry. There's a sense, particularly from America, I think, that free speech in Britain really is under assault. I think it is too. We've got to fight back against that. But back to the point, or finish on the point of sovereignty. I campaigned for a quarter of a century for national sovereignty against the unelected, globalist, and in my view, appalling institutions of the European Union. And we've won that battle. We've got back our sovereignty. We haven't used it very well, but we got it back. This campaign, and the reason I'm sitting here this morning talking to all of you, this is about individual sovereignty. This is about governments not controlling us. It's about banks not closing us down. It's about crypto being allowed back in from the cold. I mean, you transfer money every month from your bank account into crypto, they will close your account down. That's what's been happening in this country. Individual sovereignty is the freedom to be in control of and do what you want with your own money, to make your own life decisions. And this is part of my next big battle, which is to fight to win the next election in this country and to turn everything round by 180 degrees.